Everyone's flawed, and no one's entirely innocent. But some characters leave more wreckage behind than others. So who's the real villain here? I'm not just talking about evil, but destructive influence. Today, I'm focusing on 5 members of the Soprano family.
I'm free to run my business like I want.
Junior Soprano. Petty, insecure, and power-hungry. He has a long history of feelings of inferiority, living in the shadow of Johnny Boy, and feeling like anything but a varsity athlete.
She kept talking about my father's feeble-minded brother, but I always thought she meant you.
I suppose he would have found it harder to have his meetings at my house than in his nursing home.
What are you talking about, meetings?
I'd say he's manipulated more than he manipulates.
Raymond, Larry, that sneak from Manhattan?
Johnny Sack? Johnny Sack was here?
Though he was the first one to approach the topic of doing something with Tony.
Something may have to be done, Livia. About Tony.
He attempts to assert dominance through violence at the beginning, but ultimately becomes a tragic figure.
This thing of ours.
I was involved with that?
You and my dad. You two ran North Jersey.
We did?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
He said no.
Janice Soprano adapts identities to suit her needs.
Janice. No, I thought that was you.
Parvati. My mom's at St. Erasmus. A stroke.
I'm sorry to hear that. You Tony didn't say anything about it.
That landscaping is gorgeous.
Janice, you're completely transformed.
Janice often uses people while claiming to be a victim. She manipulates Bobby. Enables Richie. Escalates family chaos.
What?
AJ didn't have the flu. He didn't go with you because Tony wouldn't let him. He doesn't want you around his kids.
I think she's more selfish than sadistic.
No one knows what goes on in my head.
I think it's more her desire for recognition and attention, more so than a desire to hurt people, that leads her to act out and act impulsively. At the same time, she was willing to risk having her own brother killed.
When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare.
I'm in no mood for you.
Tell that to Paul Castellano.
Oh, sure. Probably jilted her. That's the story of her life.
Livia Soprano manipulates her children with guilt, denial.
Now, you tell me when I ever did anything to any of you. Oh, boy, you. Babies are like animals. They're no different than dogs.
She fuels Junior's hit on Tony.
If this is true, Livia, you know what I mean, I'm the boss, for Christ's sake. If I don't act, blood or no...
Although, like I said, Junior technically was the first person to bring it up.
Something may have to be done, Livia. About Tony. I don't know.
I could stick this fork in your eye.
As Tony describes, if she would have been born after those feminists, she would have been the real gangster. A counterpoint here, I'm pretty sure that Livia was abused by her father and Johnny Boy, and she in many ways probably sees Tony as a surrogate for Johnny Boy. Not to mention Livia's untreated mental illness. There's no excuse for what she did to cause pain and suffering to those around her, especially her children. But I think she was someone who felt deep pain and suffering and never had any outlet or release or real way to even process all of those years of turmoil.
Sandy said something interesting. That when we were babies, everything was fine. But Ma couldn't stand that as her babies got older, they separated from her. That's when the trouble started. It wasn't that she didn't love us.
'Cause once I get started, I go to town.
Tony Soprano. He's charismatic, relatable, and even sympathetic, but a master of destruction.
And make out I smile, though I wear a frown.
It's like he even says, I'm like King Midas in reverse. Everything I touch turns to shit. He enables addiction.
You should toast your wedding, at least. Your kid?
Kills friends, lies to family, and weaponizes therapy.
I wonder what's French Canadian for. I grew up without a mother.
I think he knows right from wrong, and surely he's correct that he's not a serial killer who commits mass genocide, but he does choose wrong over right in many cases with full awareness.
You know what? I'm going to put the whole $100K down on Philadelphia. And if I win, Marie Spatafor gets a free ride and then some.
And tells Dr. Melfi, that's the bind I'm in. I want my kid to be proud of me, but I don't want him to be like me.
Bullshit.
What?
I haven't been able to tell anybody this, but I'm fucking relieved. The biggest blunder of my career is now gone.
While he is dreaming here, when he tells Dr. Melfi that he killed Puss, Tony B, and Christopher, to me, his dream here reflects his lack of remorse and his deep feeling of relief.
Let me tell you something. I've murdered friends before, even relatives. My cousin Tony, my best friend, Bush.
You think it was easy for me? You don't know the kind of man your father was.
Ask Anthony, you don't believe me. Come here.
Johnny Boy Soprano, the phantom villain. He's barely seen, only in a few flashbacks, but his shadow looms over everything.
Freckles. He was a gift from your dad.
What? When? Excuse me, I'm sorry. This was my dog. His name was Tippy.
Your dad never said. The slippers were your dad's, too.
He beat Tony. He abused Olivia. He created the emotional blueprint that Tony inherits.
You disobeyed your old man, and I ought to give you the belt. But I gotta say, a lot of boys your age would have run like a little girl. But you stayed.
I think he's the most like a villain out of these 5 characters because he created the conditions for everyone else's dysfunction, and he never paid the price. So much so that even Carmela was quick to dismiss his responsibility for any of Tony's adult troubles.
I don't know. My mother.
You told him about your father, right?
Who?
Your therapist?
Yeah. Yeah, I told him.
Good. But your mother is the one.
I still remember that feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Did you confront them?
Have you been listening to what I've been saying? Kids don't confront in my family.
One of the things that they show us is a flashback of Johnny Boy Soprano staying with Fran Felstein overnight when Livia was in the hospital bleeding, possibly having a miscarriage, and then he makes Tony lie about it on the spot. And I think this is something that's done to show us truly the degree to which Johnny Boy only thinks of himself and his own interests. We also hear about the time Johnny Boy shot Livia through her beehive hairdo because she was yapping in the car. Someone shoots a bullet just above your head. Pretty scary moment, I'd say, for Livia, whether she was yapping or not.
Jesus Christ. My turn. And don't you ever tell the kids that about their grandfather.
Was there any blame on his part? This man you emulate?
Thanks for watching. How would you rank these characters from least to most villainous? I'd love to hear from you.